I told y'all that I got a bow and I was gonna start hunting. I wasn't lying. I got pink arrows. Honestly, feeling super good. Sometimes you just get comfortable and making friends is a little bit uncomfortable, especially when you're older. So I'm really focusing on that right now. Got some Dave's Killer Bagels. Oh my gosh, my heart rate just went up a few points, like, and start to freak out. And if there's one thing about me, I do have a little bit of health anxiety, so that just made it worse. Good morning, you guys. Before I work out, I'm gonna eat breakfast, but before I eat breakfast, I'm gonna feed Duke breakfast. And he just heard his name. Are you hungry? Do you want breakfast, buddy? Hi. We've been doing a mix of raw food and kibble just because he's such a picky eater, but also his digestive system is so sensitive. So this honestly just works best for him. Otherwise, he won't eat just regular kibble. I'm using the slow feeder bowl that I got off of Amazon because if we don't use a slow feeder, Duke will literally swallow all of his food whole and it'll just come right back up. Okay, this definitely looks disgusting, but we either boil chicken or just throw it in the oven. No seasoning, no oil, no nothing, just plain chicken breast. The majority of a dog's diet should be protein because they are carnivores. It shouldn't be a bunch of like filler and BS, but he loves chicken. I probably do like 4 or 5 ounces of chicken breast. I'm doing like a handful of frozen wild blueberries. And sometimes we add like a raw egg with the eggshell for some calcium or some rice, but I'm just gonna do this morning and then add his kibble on top. I'm gonna do like 1.5 scoops of this. This is Open Farms. We use their adult dog food. I think it's the beef recipe. He's literally picking out the chicken and spitting out the kibble. Picky ass. He'll end up eating all of it, but bro. But I'm gonna take you guys through a realistic daily routine. I'm gonna try to film as much as possible so y'all come along with me in every freaking step of my day. I have a new workout program, so I'm lifting every other day, 3 days a week, and then on the odd days I'm running. Usually I would take Duke on a walk outside first thing in the morning, but I'm running outside, so we're gonna do our walk after the run because I know this is gonna be hard for me. But usually in the morning I take care of Duke first and then clean up a little bit if like the counters need to be wiped down, do the dishes, which I need to do right now. And because I'm running, I figured that I should get some fuel in my body, so that's what we're gonna do. I need to eat. Surprisingly, I'm like pretty hungry this morning. Hi buddy, did you eat your food? If you know who I am, you know I have the same breakfast every single morning. But unfortunately, we don't have any eggs, so we're just doing venison and oatmeal. Usually I would mix up the egg with the meat, but it's not happening today. Meat for breakfast. Got that good hair, skin, and nails. High protein, satiating, and you'll get a fatty if you strength train with it. I'm sad we don't have eggs. Now what's more irritating is that I went to the grocery store yesterday and the day before and somehow we ran out of eggs. Like, I hate going to the grocery store every single day. Someone's eating on my food.
Someone's eating on my meat.
I got a bow and arrow, you guys. We're gonna be hunting. I wanna get deer, and deer season isn't until the fall. And it's only July. But I need to practice. Like, I need to use this time before the fall comes to actually practice. And I used to be super against hunting. I was like, yeah, that's not really for me. But now that I've been eating more wild meat, I'm like, I can't go back to grocery store meat. And honestly, it's the most humane way to get meat is to go out in the wild and get it yourself. Yeah, it takes obviously a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of practice with your bow and stuff, but it'll definitely pay off in the long run, and you're giving the animal the best death that it could have, quick and easy, instead of like illness or getting ripped to shreds by another animal or just like suffering out in the wild. But I'm telling you, it's the healthiest, best quality meat ever, and it tastes so good. Better this than an animal that's raised in a factory farm and has a horrible life, you know what I mean? I just got this salt container from William in Sonoma, and I just have regular Himalayan pink salt in it, but I keep over salting my food because I don't know why. Like, this scoop isn't as familiar to me as just shaking it out of the container, so I'm getting used to it, but I keep over salting everything. Okay, this needs some sauce or something. Usually the egg makes it okay. What makes it good? Makes it fucking fire. But plain meat, we're gonna add a little salsa. That Texas salsa. That's actually gas. Dan's native Texas salsa. I gotta hurry up before it gets really hot. Right now, it's 72 degrees, which isn't bad. It was supposed to get up to 91 today, so I need to eat this, get ready, and go for a run. I can't handle the heat like that. Honestly though, I think I'm gonna start doing this more. Meat with the salsa on top. Super good. Over halfway. We hit 3 miles, 3.06 miles in 34 minutes, which is pretty good for me, okay? I only stopped one time because my heart rate got up to like 180 and it wouldn't go down, so I needed to kind of walk for a second to drive my heart rate back down. That was the only time I only stopped for like 10-15 seconds. Just really trying to fucking push through, man. Whew. I told y'all that I got a bow and I was gonna start hunting. I wasn't lying. So this is actually the first time I'm shooting this here at the house. And check out the little target situation. Got a little extra protection just in case I miss and don't want to go through the fence because this is a rental. I got pink arrows and it's tied pink right here.
What's this called?
D-loop?
Nope, that's your D-loop. That's your peep.
Peep. I'm not used to using one of these, so we're getting the hang of it.
Remember, look at your grip. You're using that top pin. Put it on your face. Yeah. Square, yeah. Yep, now look down there.
I was aiming for the middle.
Let it come forward more so that your top of your nose is here. Okay.
That's the first time I was looking in the peep, actually.
You gotta look down the peep every time.
I forgot.
Push it forward. You're leaning back. It's a bullseye.
I aimed for that one.
Do it again.
So I'm looking in the peep.
That's what you're supposed to do. Just a tad low, but that's a good group.
I usually get like all of my movement and all of like my me time done in the morning. So my workout, my walk usually, breakfast, chill, whatever I gotta do. And then once I shower and get ready, it's kind of like I take off running and it's just work for the rest of the day. Today I'm recording a recipe for Instagram and TikTok, and then also I'm just posting on TikTok as well. Just talking videos, informational videos, and stuff about coaching as well. I check my client stuff every single day. I have a private forum that I keep up with that is free for anyone to join. And honestly, highly recommend y'all join. join. It's free information. There's no promo. There's no ads or anything like that. It is literally just pure information and everyone just kind of helping each other. I'll link it down below, but it's through Facebook, and I just made Coaching with Chase private forum. I'm here to answer all of y'all's questions and then also just like connect with other people and have other people kind of help everyone else out as well. The goal for that is to get some people that are like professionals in certain areas, so maybe like a physical therapist or a movement specialist or something like that, as the group grows and grows, so it adds more value to it and we can actually ask questions to people who are pros in the space, maybe nutritionists or dietitians, anything like that, just to grow that community even more. Separate than my coaching though, like this is free, anyone can join. There's a link in my Instagram already that just says private group in my highlight that y'all can join through. But yeah, keeping up with that. I send a lot of recipes to my clients, so just like coming up with recipes, and there's just like so much that goes into my day. Oh, priority though today is for Uncoded. I need to fix a sample that I got. This is my clothing brand, by the way. Coaching, social media, clothing brand. And lots of other things mixed up. Those are like the 3 priorities. But I have a lot coming for Uncoded, and I'm just working on a bunch of different samples at once, so that they're all coming to me and I have to check the sizing, check the material, check the sizing and fit, everything. So I'm excited about that. I need to make that my focus today, and then also like the content stuff that I was talking about before, and then we'll end off with more coaching content later, because Sundays are my coaching day and I put a lot of time and effort on Sundays and Mondays. So Tuesday I can push it off for a couple of hours until tonight. I mean, of course, if anyone has like questions or anything, I'll answer my coaching phone, but you'll know what I mean. Usually Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are my busiest days, and today is Tuesday, so we're picking it up. Yeah, then Thursday hits and it's pretty much like a rest day for me, like active recovery mostly, and then I don't know, I feel like work kind of slows down. I've just been really prioritizing my me time and my work-life balance. I've just tried to make my evenings and weekends less work, even though check-ins are on Sundays. So just like Friday, Saturday are my kind of off days. Kind of, not really. I try. I just feel like this time right now is like such a growth period in my life that I don't really want to take a break, and I know that I'm not like completely satisfied with where I'm at right now. Like I'm always trying to grow and grow the business, grow the income, just grow everything, and obviously connect with more people, build a more tight-knit community, add more people to the community and all of the things. So I feel like I have a decent balance, but I just love what I do, you know? So that's okay, as long as I enjoy it. And it's taking time for myself and other people too. Like, to be honest, I don't really love the whole hustle culture thing, because I feel like when people kind of talk about that stuff, there's no off switch with people, and I think that's huge to have like your me time and obviously hanging out with friends and having like social connections, because social health is really important. Like people that are lonely are likely not the healthiest mentally or maybe even physically too. So I just make sure to prioritize that, because I haven't in the past. Sometimes you just get comfortable, and making friends is a little bit uncomfortable, especially when you're older. So I'm really focusing on that right now, obviously hanging out with more people and pouring more energy and love into my friendships as well. And it's been great, honestly. Like I feel like when I hang out with friends, it just makes my mood 100 million times better, and it disconnects me from work, obviously, which is what we all need. It's just different though, because obviously I work for myself and I'm grateful for that, but most jobs, you clock in, you clock out, and you kind of can just like shut your brain off. I know not like completely, but for the most part, pretty much. But for me personally, like I make my own schedule and I work whenever I want, but at the same time, like I need to stay disciplined and consistent with that. Otherwise I'll fall off, and then what? No more Chase Josephson on social media. Like I will have to be getting a different job, you know what I mean? So I just have to keep up with everything and make sure I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna finish up my makeup, blow dry my hair a little bit, and then get to it. When I tell you guys I'm hungry, I am starving. Running always just makes me so hungry. But we don't have any freaking food in the house. Everything is frozen. All of our meat is frozen. I was trying to thaw out chicken because I love venison and I love ground beef and all the red meat, but for some reason my body doesn't love all the iron, and I literally have to take a supplement to kind of like drive down my iron because it absorbs too much of it. So I get a little bit nervous having red meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And plus I want to switch up my meals, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go to the store and get some maybe like fresh chicken that's not frozen, and then I need vegetables and maybe some fruit, yogurt. We just need a couple of things. Hold me to it, I'm only getting like 10 to 15 items, but let's go. I think we're gonna go to Market Street. I have been going to Market Street over Sprouts because Sprouts is really expensive. And for no reason, because I thought their produce was top tier, but it's not. I keep getting fruit that's bad, or it goes bad so quickly. I'm like, okay, it's not worth it anymore. I'm paying way more for the same chicken brand at this different store. And like the yogurt that I get upped like $3 for no reason. I'm like, I don't even need that much stuff. Also, check it. I started wearing my Garmin again. I didn't wear it for a couple of months because, first of all, I didn't want to get a really bad tan line on my wrist, but also because I was kind of overthinking it, having this watch on my wrist and being like, oh my gosh, my heart rate just went up a few points, like, and start to freak out. And if there's one thing about me, I do have a little bit of health anxiety, so that just made it worse. But when I was running today, I only checked my heart rate twice, and it's because I was like, holy fuck, I'm literally dying right now. What's my heart rate at? And it was like 180. So I was like, okay, we could walk for 10 seconds, drive my heart rate down, and then get back on track. But a lot of times I just look at it too much and work myself up and get anxious. So that's why I didn't really wear it too much, but now we're back and better. Okay, I'm gonna run through everything that I got from the grocery store. I wanted to get some fruit, so I got 2 things of strawberries and then a big pack of chicken, which I'm gonna cook right now. Also, like I said, we have a lot of venison and stuff, so my proteins are gonna be that, chicken, and then Greek yogurt. I got 2 of these Chobani ones. I like them because they only have 1 ingredient. It's cultured non-fat milk, and I can always add like my stevia drops to them or fruit, anything like that. I don't like yogurts with a lot of ingredients. I got some Dave's Killer Bagels in the everything flavor. They were on sale, so I got them. Usually they're like $6 or $7, but they were $4. So I was like, I'm getting them. Eggs, I always get Vital Farms' eggs. They're the best quality. These were $9, and I need to make it a point this weekend to go to the farmer's market and get eggs because they're a little bit cheaper if you buy them in bulk from the farmer's market versus grocery store eggs. I got peanut butter for a recipe and then a big thing of frozen broccoli. So let's make some lunch. Y'all, I'm starving. I'm getting hangry. Oh, dying. I'm gonna do something really basic. Rice, broccoli, and chicken. I'll wash them later. We are not overcomplicating it, you guys. Chicken, rice, broccoli, avocado, and then the Sweet Baby Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauce. So fire. I honestly could eat this every single day. You just have to season your meat well and then use a good sauce that you love. Okay, I want to show you guys what's going on right now behind the scenes. I am cooking protein banana muffins, the same recipe that was in my last YouTube video, but I wanted to make a TikTok and Instagram post about it because they are so freaking good. I think they're like 170 calories per muffin with almost 10 grams of protein per muffin. Like, that's so good. And they taste so good. They're so fluffy, texture's amazing, and it doesn't have that like weird like protein like and I think it's so fluffy and moist because of the Greek yogurt. Here's a little behind the scenes of me filming everything. They're gonna be going in the oven pretty soon here. And shout out Jay because he went to the gym and then stopped and got me White Rhino, which is like my favorite coffee spot ever. Except I asked for my normal order, a small iced latte with 1 shot of espresso and 1 pump of mocha. There's syrup in here. There's something, but it's super white and it does not look like chocolate. It might be white mocha instead of regular mocha. I don't know, it's good. Whatever, I need a little boost of caffeine right now. Okay, you guys, little update. So I went to the pool and my cheeks got burnt, even though I was wearing sunscreen on my face, so the sun is just hot here. But I've been working at my computer. I watched the first episode of The Bachelorette. Now we're watching Flaky Salt, Joshua Westman on YouTube. We watch him every single night. It's the best. And I just made Jay some, I was about to say chicken Alfredo, but he didn't have chicken, so he made Meal Guy Alfredo. Well, I made it. And look at this shit. It looks so good. That's a bulking meal right there with the heavy whipping cream. Neil Guy, Parmesan cheese, heavy whipping cream, garlic. I think that's it. And some seasonings, but I want to give this a try before I give this to him.
Eating all my dinner.
Good. Red meat Alfredo, baby.
That's good. That's really good. You're addicted to Alfredo. Fire? Oh, my face is so hot because it's burnt. But I am going to bed soon. It is 9:11, but it's time for me to go to bed. What's up, you guys? It is the next day, and I'm currently eating a bagel with peanut butter on it. Yeah, last night I was pretty tired, so washed my face, went to bed. That's all that happened. It wasn't very eventful, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of y'all so freaking much. If you want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, it's at Chase Josephson. I post a lot of like recipes, fitness, lifestyle, everything. But I will see you next week.